Good morning. Welcome to Sunday Live Dharma. Welcome to people in the temple here and our friends online. Today, Reverend Sean will share a Dharma talk, The Scripture of Myself. And before that, we can prepare our minds for sitting meditation by doing some moving meditation with Reverend Qi Gong.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you all feeling today, this morning? Good. Let's loosen up our ankles first. Rotating your ankles in one direction and the other direction. Now the other side. Now change the direction. Massage your knees. And rotate them in one direction. Now the other direction. Spreading your feet shoulder width apart, like rotating your knees inward. And then outward. Now hands on your waist and draw small circles with your lower back, your waist. Slowly loosening up your lower back and then gradually making it bigger and bigger and fully stretching in all directions. Now the other side, again starting out small. And then gradually making it bigger and bigger and stretching your lower back, your sides, fully stretching. Good. Now spread your arms and big circles with your arms, fully opening up your chest and fully stretching. Breathing in and out. Breathing deeply in and out. Deeply breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more time. Breathing in and out. Now change the direction. Breathing in. Out. Fully stretching your shoulders and opening up your back. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Now let's shake off all the tension in our body. Your feet are deeply rooted to the ground, but just using your knees, bouncing up and down, shake off all the energy, the tension in your body. Deeply breathe in, breathing out. Again, deeply breathing in, breathing out. Leaning to one side and the other side. Again, deeply breathing in. One more time, shaking it all off. was enough of warm-up. So today, couple of movements from Tai Chi 10 form. I'll start with the leg movements. Your weight is on one leg, and with the other leg, no weight. With this leg, stepping out and stretching the other leg. Good. The same way, turning this foot inward, weight on this leg this time, and then the other leg, no weight, then stepping out and stretch the other leg. You're going to repeat these movements several times. Inward, no weight, stepping out, stretch. Turn it inward, no weight, stepping out, stretch. Turn your toes inward, no weight on the other leg, stepping out, stretch. Turn your toes inward, no weight on the other leg, stepping out, stretch the other leg. Turning your toes in, no weight, stepping out, stretch out the other leg. One more time. Turning your toes in, no weight, stepping out, and stretch. This time with hand movements. On upper hand, pushes to the side while the other hand brush over your knee. With the same movement, lower hand becomes the upper hand, pushing to the side while the other hand brush over your knee. You're going to repeat this movement. Lower hand becomes the upper hand, pushing to the side. Great. Lower hand becomes the upper hand, pushing to the side, while the other hand brush over your knee. Lower hand becomes the upper hand, pushing to the side. Lower hand becomes the upper hand, pushing to the side. If you get comfortable, try to focus on the energy flow this movement creates. We're going to repeat the same movement a couple of more times. Just try to focus on the energy flow this movement creates. One more time. Wonderful. Thank you. Now please join us for the 4 bows practice to Dharmakaya Buddha Fourfold Grace. Stand behind your mat so that you can use that as knee padding.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on the floor or in a chair. Wiggle to release any tension in your body. Rock front to back or side to side like the pendulum of a clock until you find the point of perfect balance. Focus on the energy in your lower abdomen. You may start to feel your lower back growing stronger and your chest and heart opening. Breathe in, seize any tension. Breathe out, release mental and physical uneasiness. Now bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. While your tongue is relaxed on your palate, pure and clear saliva may gather. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. If over time your legs ache unbearably, you may change your position very slowly and quietly. In this way, you will maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. Invite your awareness to return to your lower abdomen, your Qi energy field. This is called the Danjan. It is located about 2 inches below your navel. Your Danjan is the power center for your breathing. We settle both the mind and the energy on the elixir field, the Danjan, in order to allow the energy to flow and guard the one mind. We let go of attachment, even to that single thought of abiding in the Danjan field, resting only in the genuine realm of consummate quiescence and non-discrimination. This is the method for nurturing the pristine fundamental spirit of human beings. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be disturbed. Do not pursue your thoughts. They are just thoughts and will disappear by themselves. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. We are grateful to sit here now quietly together, finding the still point within. In our meditation, may our ever calm, ever bright spirit be with us.
기야 심정 만사요에야 심통 전지요와 동일체 아여 전지동심정 전지연기야 심정 만사요에야 심통 전지요와 동일체 아여 전지동심정.
Page 4, Yongju.
The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth. The spiritual energy of heaven and earth settles in my being. My spirit penetrates all things as my mind wills. Heaven, earth, and I become one. I am one with the way of heaven and earth.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharma Buddha, full of grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts.
One Omega. and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share a true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and helping all living beings.
Page 9. Iran Sampa. Iran Sampa.
Iran is the realm of samadhi beyond birds and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Everyone manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanent, still one unfolds into infinite work that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is, viewed as impermanent, still one unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of earth. We transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing, with grace arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
This morning, Reverend Sean is sharing his Dharma talk, The Scripture of Myself. Let us practice deep listening as we welcome Reverend Sean.
Good morning. Today I'd like to talk about writing the scripture of myself, because I want to write a scripture for myself that is free from attachment, especially attachment to Dharma. We are all here to cultivate our minds, uncover our true nature, and discover the essential Dharmas. But where are those Dharmas? In this red book? Or in me, Sean, a Reverend? Or in my finger, pointing Ilonsang? Or in that Ilonsang, which symbolizes truth? After 49 years of his edification, Shakyamuni Buddha said, "I have not spoken a single Dharma. So, is there any Dharma we can attain?" When I was young, I felt guilty about having desires and wanted to be free of them. Actually, I even desired not to be desirous. Also, I wanted to have a flawless one mind, but then I could not move on because I was so attached to this idea of having one mind. It was impossible while being confined by my attachment to Dharma. It is true that scriptures and practices are merely the means to reach enlightenment, but if you believe that they are the only way, the ultimate way, and cling to the Dharma itself, or get restricted by the Dharma, we call it bondage to Dharma. In Korean, 법. This means being obsessed with the fixed ideas of practice, such that even if you have an affinity to Dharma or to a teacher, you would still fail to understand or use it properly. In the scripture, the founding master said, "The ancient scriptures are like ready-to-wear clothing, which is difficult to fit everyone's body. But what is spoken by the mouth and received by the mind is like wearing individually tailored clothing, which fits every person's body perfectly. How could the practice of cultivating the mind according to dharmas that fit each individual's capacities and situations possibly be compared to practicing according to those ancient set scriptures?" When enlightened teachers communicate the Dharma, they do so without fixed answers. They give us different answers to the same question according to the time, place, or state of the person. The phrase spoken by the mouth and received by the mind, 구전심수 in Korean, references a teacher's vast and endless devices to cultivate the mind, not just in a single way, but in various ways that fit each of our capacities, just like individually tailored clothing. Certainly, this cannot be compared to set written scripture. The third head Dharma master of Won Buddhism, Master Daesan, said this in regard to the expression spoken by the mouth and received by the mind. Sheep eat grass, completely digest it, and then produce milk. What a marvelous thing! The grass itself is not the marvelous thing. What is important is digesting the grass completely. People will be greatly moved when you give to them only the Dharma that you have received deeply into your own heart. So the key is how you yourself have received the Dharma. However, we sometimes think that the grass has some mysterious power and we become attached to it, bondage to Dharma. This principle can be applied to our practice. Years ago, chanting helped me reclaim my calm, ever-alert true nature, even more so than seated meditation. Then, should I tell you that because chanting worked well for me, it is the only way for you to reach enlightenment? Seated meditation is one of the crucial practices. Does this mean that those who cannot sit cannot practice? Will they never find a settled mind? Reverend Gong always says, she is not giving extra credit for sitting long hours. As you know, you can meditate sitting in a chair, standing, walking, or lying down. What does matter is that you do it, maybe only for 3 or 5 minutes. What about Hadu or Kuan meditation, which is the practice of contemplating a pithy and profound passage over and over during your entire meditation? Self-inquiry and gaining wisdom are valuable, but we must be careful not to burn our brains in contemplation. Ancient Buddhism started from one common root, but over time it became more complex and fragmented into various divisions, with each sect focusing only on certain practices. In Won Buddhism, we have many ways in which we approach practice. We don't want to force anyone to use a single methodology. We want practitioners to have access to many methodologies, as long as we practice with sincerity, and dedication. Even though we may enter through different doors, we will come out here, right in the middle of the circle. One circle, true nature, one mind. From the passage above, we can see Master Sotaesan's confidence and compassion. After his enlightenment, he found that the Dharma was already there within Buddhism. But the teachings were complicated and inaccessible to most people. He wanted all of us to reap the benefit of this incredible wisdom. So he tailored it according to the situations of everyday life. In life, we become attached to many things, but even if we find a certain practice or dharma helpful to us, we should not become confined by it. So when I encounter some problems, I ask myself, how would Master Sotaesan handle this? I want to be careful that I don't become dogmatic and somehow present this scripture as the only way. Some practitioners might claim a certain practice is the best and foremost way. They may say things like, if you don't do a mindfulness checklist, you are not practicing right. Sometimes I sense in others and in me, in myself, a feeling of do it this way or you're wrong. From this dogmatic mindset, we will advocate for our own way without hesitation until everyone is persuaded to comply with our beliefs. Even if such dogmatism creates discord or conflict, I can justify it as acceptable collateral damage, and deceive myself about the nature of this harsh fundamentalism. I hope that I will not fall into such self-righteousness. There is an old saying, once the river is crossed, abandon the raft. Imagine we took a raft to cross the river. After getting to the other shore, would you then carry that raft on your back or leave it behind? Another saying is, let go of the cliff. What am I clinging to? My self-identity, possessions, relationships? or what I believe to be the right way or the truth. I'm so afraid to let those go because it feels like I'm losing myself. And if I do let go, I think I may die. Am I believing that the idea of self or the right Dharma is who I am? Then who is I? Is that truly me? So, get your hands off the cliff. Boldly let go. It is true that on this journey, scripture and practice are essential ways to cultivate our minds. But there is no single practice embodying the absolute way, which we must hold on to. Our goal is to follow the original intention of the Dharmas and to make use of those techniques to become free. So let us open our minds and receive Dharmas into our hearts without any attachment. As we experience and practice the Dharmas in our daily lives, may we go beyond the written scriptures and write or find a lively scripture of our own. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean, for giving us such a rich material to reflect on and contemplate the Dharma of no attachment, no attachment towards the Dharma itself. Friends at home, during this time, the next few minutes, you're welcome to share your takeaways in the live chat. And friends here in the Dharma Hall, turn to one or two friends next to you and share what resonated with you from his Dharma Talk.
In one Buddhism, we practice timeless and placeless meditation as a way to bring loving compassion to the world around us. This week, our temple is partnering with a local nonprofit, the Interfaith Council for Social Services, to do a food and supply drive for their free community market. Here to tell us about it is Jennifer Gill, one of our temple members and also the Development and Communications Director of the IFC.
To our friends at home. Loving compassion is the perfect word to describe what connects IFC to the temple. I want to thank everyone here for agreeing to support our neighbors through a food and supply drive at the market. The IFC Community Market serves all households that live or work in Chapel Hill or Carborough, with the lowest barrier access to the market. We ask as few questions as possible about what you make and why you need this support, hoping mostly just to say yes, come on in, take what you need. We serve all ages, singles, families, elders, children, everybody, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. So it's a very busy place. We invite people who use the market to choose what they want from the shelves. We do not pre-pack bags and hand them to folks. We say literally, what do you need? And take a cart and walk through the market and bring home what your household needs. So the temple has agreed to help us restock our shelves at IFC. Almost all of the items are donated, so we need your help. And they include items like peanut butter and jelly and bar soap, because the market offers food as well as personal hygiene supplies. Really quickly, I just want to explain that with the dropping off of COVID support from various sources like the federal government, we are seeing record numbers of households needing to access the market. Folks are working hard to stay housed, but they are hanging on by a thread. So if you'd like to support this effort, there are flyers like this at the entrance that list what's needed. There's a reminder that we're collecting for the next week. So you can drop off items here at the temple anytime that the doors are open. There's a large box at the entryway where you can place them, and we will take them to IFC on Monday, August 7th. If purchasing items in a grocery store and bringing them here is not your preference, there is an Amazon wish list for IFC. There's a link to that on the flyer. You will just select the items you'd like to give, place them in your cart, and they will be delivered directly to IFC Commons in Carborough. If I forgot to say anything, I'll be waiting in the hallway to answer your questions. Once again, thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Jennifer, for sharing some of the ways IFC is helping our community and how we can help support IFC in this work. So, you, friends in here, Dharma Hall, you'll see the list and bags on your way out, and we'll be also posting a link that you can support IFC online, even in distance. Thank you all for supporting the friends and living Buddhas in our community. And thank you for practicing with us today. This morning, right after the service, the young adult group will gather here in the Dharma Hall. This evening at 5 p.m., our sister temple in Raleigh is hosting a peaceful summer evening meditation. Please join if you are able. Teen camp, teen retreat, from August 7th till 9th, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday. The theme is self-empowerment. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to explore a variety of meditation and mindfulness practices and discover your inner strength through fun and inspiring activities. The last day for registration is Wednesday, August 2nd. In the coming month, Reverend Gong will be leading 2 retreats. The first one is here at the Chapel Hill Temple on Labor Day and has the theme of light-hearted restoration. The second retreat is in October at the One Dharma Center in upstate New York with the theme In Nature, Our True Nature. For more information, please check the website. And heartfelt thanks to all those who have been coming to help water our gardens in this hot weather. Mornings and evenings are good times, and that we really could use your help right away, right now. And please let me or Reverend Qi Gong know if you can come by once a week to do some watering. Okay, any more announcements? And then now let us bless each other with our morning prayer song, page 13. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. Thank you for your practice this morning and have a wonderful week. Thank you. 감사합니다. Let's say bye to friends online.